The Gilé National Reserve, located in the Zambezia region with a surface area of 210,000 hectares, is unique to Mozambique. It was for a long time considered to be one of the country's biodiversity jewels. The reserve is mainly composed of the dryland forest of Miombo. It is also the only uninhabited protected area in Mozambique. But it does not prevent strong anthropic pressure from surrounding areas, caused by the 32,000 people who earn a livelihood from the reserve's resources. Despite a habitat that is still well preserved, the reserve is faced with an alarming degradation of its biodiversity. It has suffered from a lack of financial, material and human means since the civil war that followed independence in 1975. The French Facility for Global Environment, FFEM, has decided to support the Gilé Reserve in order to protect this biodiversity and limit deforestation. Its support has been based on two phases. An initial 4-year project rehabilitated the reserve via a joint management agreement between the Ministry of Tourism and the International Foundation for Fauna Management, IGF. The second, which started in 2014, aims to ensure that the reserve is sustainable and to combat deforestation, in particular thanks to the REDD+ mechanism. The first project for the joint management of the Gilé National Reserve and its surrounding area, implemented from 2009 to 2013, has contributed to reducing pressure on the reserve by developing social facilities and income-generating activities that benefit residents in the surrounding areas. This initial project allowed the Ministry of Tourism to return to the reserve thanks to the construction of premises, the training and equipment of ranger teams, and the creation of a network of tracks. Finally, buffalo, zebra and wildebeest from other regions in Mozambique, such as Niassa, have been reintroduced into the reserve, and a natural restocking has occurred with the return of warthogs and sable antelope. But all these positive results only make sense if they are sustainable. Today, the reserve faces two challenges: find a sustainable source of financing in order to build on the rehabilitation efforts that have been made, and work closely with the communities living in the area surrounding the reserve in order to promote integrated economic development and curb deforestation. The aim of the pilot project to combat the deforestation and degradation of the Miombo forest in the Gilé National Reserve and its surrounding area is to ensure its sustainability. FFEM has decided to address these challenges by launching this REDD+ project in the reserve. REDD+, reducing emission from deforestation and forest degradation. The project is based on 3 partnerships. A first partnership with the NGO AgriSud involves developing agro-ecological practices in the surrounding area in order to improve food security while preserving natural resources. A second partnership with the NGO etc. contributes to defining the REDD+ strategy on the basis of diagnostics and field studies. The reduction in deforestation will eventually be converted into tradable carbon credits. The last partnership is organized with IGF, which coordinates the implementation of actions for the management of the reserve: anti-poaching patrols, infrastructure maintenance, biodiversity monitoring and fire prevention. IGF also works closely with the reserve managers to ensure that there is a good synergy between the 3 components. Under the supervision of IGF, a technical assistant, provided by the French Ministry of Agriculture, coordinates the results achieved by this pilot project with the government's national REDD+ strategy. A virtuous circle is thereby established, reconciling local development and biodiversity conservation at local, national and international level.